Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 66 of the Sim Racing Show. And this one is an exciting one because Fanatec have just promised to bring brand new hardware before the end of the year. So what are the whispers? We might finally be looking at the long-rumoured pedals. And if that's true, this could be Fanatec's biggest high-end move in years. We'll speak about it in just a few seconds, but it's a bumper show today. Microsoft dropped a bombshell. The next Forza game is coming in 2026. But here's the twist. Turn 10 have also confirmed that they'll continue to support Forza Motorsport in the meantime, with their next plans now revealed. Now, if I'm honest with you, the thing is these plans look more like recycled content than like a bold new future. So what is the genuine long-term vision for Motorsport? Is there a lifeline till 2026? And over in Assetto Corsa Evo land, which is just bananas right now, Kunos is adding the Audi RS6 Avon. It's a crazy car, ultimate sleeper wagon car. I know so many of you have asked for it in Gran Turismo 7, but Evo's taking their time to make sure that the next update is roadworthy. They're taking their sweet time for sure. We know it's got big cars, big tracks, multiplayer upgrades, but still no release date. And I feel every week the hype just fades from Assetto Corsa Evo, and it kind of reaches the level that I think Assetto Corsa Evo should have had the hype out, which is like, this is cool, but we're at the beginning of a long journey. Not, oh, Nordschleife is coming like day one, or this miss. Anyway, spoken about that a lot before. We'll get into the Audi coming. NASCAR 25, by the way, is warming up in the pit lane, showing off more gameplay ahead of its October release. Is it going to lean towards pure sim or keep things casual? It's a very important game. Shane Van Gisbergen tearing up in NASCAR at the moment, from what I've been seeing. Plus, we're going to get the Tokyo Xtreme Racer revival, an ACC bug fix for Xbox players. A lot of people asking about ACC on console. And Automobilista 2 finally clearing up the DLC chaos, which is just impossible to keep track of. So let's get into it. So Fanatec fans, it looks like the fourth quarter of the year could get very interesting because under Corsair's new leadership, the sim racing giant is finally shifting into a higher gear. After months of restructuring, warranty extensions, and even opening up the sales through third-party retailers like Amazon, Corsair's new CEO, it's got a new CEO, Andy Paul, ex-CEO and founder, is gone. New CEO has just confirmed the next phase, new Fanatec hardware coming towards Q4 this year. This does worry me, by the way. We went from Fanatec under Thomas Jackenmeyer, who obviously was a creative visionary, and then there were accusations of mismanagement. I was right there in the heart of it. Andy Paul from Corsair decided to step in and save it. Apparently he's a big sim racer. But now we have a new CEO of Corsair. Do they really care too much about Fanatec? That's a worry. But the first two steps of the takeover since Corsair did it were integration and expanding distribution. Now, apparently we're going to be moving into step 3, which is ramping up the roadmap and actually releasing new gear. So no more teasers, blurry Instagram shots, just fresh products on the way before the year is out. So details are still under wraps, but Fanatec's recent pattern of refreshing the core hardware could mean anything from new wall rims and bases to completely new categories. And with Q4 being the prime holiday season, I would expect these launches to make a big splash. I'd expect Fanatec to go big on these. And this is where it gets interesting, because the latest paddock whispers are saying that the mystery product Fanatec is lining up for the Sim Racing Expo 2025 is none other than the long-rumoured Podium pedals. So if that's true, they're going to be stepping up their pedal game into serious high-end territory to compete with the likes of Husqvarna, Simucube, and Asetek Invicta. And I've been using the Asetek Invicta, I've been using the Simucube active pedals for a long time now, so I'm going to be very well placed to let you know honestly how do the Podium pedals compare, if and when they do come out. So what do you think? Do you think we're going to see these Podium pedals? If there's any missing piece in the Fanatec lineup they should be prioritizing instead, what do you think they are? Could we have other kind of screen functionality coming with wheels and a dash maybe? Do they need to desperately replace a Fanatec GT3 rim? Let me know. So Forza Motorsport fans have finally heard from Microsoft after weeks of total radio silence, but it's not the reinsurance people were necessarily hoping for. Because if you don't remember, Turn 10, the studio behind Forza Motorsport since day one, has been reduced recently. And reduced is putting it politely. I think they wiped out basically half of the team. And even creative director Chris Esaki, who you'll know if you're a Forza Motorsport fan, has quietly updated his LinkedIn to ex-Microsoft. So sad days there. And luckily got to interface with Chris a little bit and understand a bit more about his Forza passion, which is, it's a shame to see these people go basically. But this has got people wondering if Forza Motorsport, the whole series, actually has a future. So Microsoft came out with an official line, which is, we're continuing to support Forza Motorsport, which sounds good on paper, but then I actually looked into it, and the next update, update 21, is basically recycling the old featured tours. So the Track Toys tour update from update 8. And yes, you'll get a shot of the prize cars you missed the first time. So there's going to be more reruns of these coming, I think. And that's a cool feature in and of itself. I like the fact that they were time limited and now they're bringing it back. That's cool. But it doesn't work if there's no new content alongside it. No fresh cars, no new tracks, nothing to suggest to us that the game is actually moving forward. And also, once you've recycled all the old tours, then what? With Forza Horizon 5, at this point in the life cycle, we were seeing so many new cars coming. So this statement does question whether Microsoft is focusing now on Forza Horizon 5, which is the biggest selling game on PlayStation, and basically putting motorsport on ice. So if Phil Spencer has confirmed that the next Forza will come in 2026, is it going to be Forza Motorsport or is it going to be Forza Horizon 6? I think, to be honest, it's going to be Forza Horizon 6. So what that means for motorsport, I'm kind of worried about. Also, are they going to try and shoehorn some of the motorsport elements into Forza Horizon 6, which I think will compromise the Forza Horizon 6 experience as well. So Microsoft, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing here, but as a long-time Forza fan, I've got all my Forza discs here, you know, we're talking some of the best games of all time, in my opinion. Come on, they need to be supporting Forza Motorsport. Now, Assetto Corsa Evo's next big update just got a serious injection of horsepower in the Audi RA6 Avant. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a estate, it's a wagon. But it's not just any wagon. It's a 4.0 litre twin-turbo V8 monster with 621 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, seats 5, and a dog in the back as well. Which is awesome. Sounds right up Gran Turismo Street, but they're not adding it for some reason. They're still doing the SUVs. And it will come in 0.3 in Assetto Corsa Evo alongside the BMW M4 G3 Evo, the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4, the BMW M4 E30 and Spa, and the Red Bull Ring, and AI upgrades, and potentially the Ferrari F2004, and the Mercedes 190e Evo 2, and the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo Evo 2. So lots of content coming, different to say Forza Motorsport, but the game is like, what is going on at the moment with Assetto Corsa Evo? It's very worrying times because apparently this was meant to come out in July. It's now been June even, been delayed through July. Now it's August. We have no idea what's going on. There are some rumors circulating that I'm not going to repeat in this video because I need to verify them, that are very worrying, but I'm just going to give them time because my expectations on Assetto Corsa Evo have always been quite low, and I've always wanted to be pleasantly surprised from those low expectations. So I don't think even free roam is going to come this year. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't think Assetto Corsa Evo is necessarily ever going to be a really good game in VR. I'm just going to put that out there. So that's my expectations. So if a new update does come later this month and it's got a Spa and Red Bull Ring and the cars handle fine, even if the AI hasn't really improved, even if multiplayer is completely broken, that still exceeds my expectations. And hopefully you can see my very honest reporting on this now for over a year on kind of where I see Assetto Corsa Evo in the space. And by the way, if you do want to, with all those caveats I've said, want to get Assetto Corsa Evo with a massive 51% off discount, check out my Instant Gaming link in the description. So Instant Gaming are the sponsor of this video. Big thanks to them. They are trying to get a lot more sim racing games on their site. I'm working with them on that. I'm letting them know what needs to be there. And I can confirm they now have Le Mans Ultimate back with a 50% off discount for just $23. So you should be seeing loads of sim racing games there. So whenever you're looking at buying a sim racing game, even the original Assetto Corsa, it's 80% off. Go to my link, check it out, double check the prices, check the sales tax, and if it's cheaper, you can save some money on Instant Gaming. Big thanks for sponsoring this video. Okay, so NASCAR 25 is getting a lot closer, and iRacing Studios, as they're now called, just dropped a new teaser with more in-game footage ahead of the October release. It's being built by Monster Games under the iRacing banner, but don't expect a full-fat iRacing style sim. This one's going to be more accessible. It's a kind of NASCAR game you can jump into with a controller, race an officially licensed series, and still feel the atmosphere of the real thing. So the latest video does show more of that in action. We see the HUD taking shape, a track map bottom left, tack and speedo bottom right, lap timer up top, and even a team radio system where you can choose to stay out or pit. The mirrors are still work in progress, sometimes they're blank, and all of the drivers in the clip are on pads rather than wheels, so don't read too much into physics yet. But what's really interesting is a lineup of real-world NASCAR drivers trying out: William Byron, Christopher Bell, Ty Majeski, Sammy Smith, and more, with Byron especially hyped, saying games like this are what got him started racing in the first place. But the big moment is still to come. A full gameplay trailer is confirmed for about a month before launch, so we're talking early to mid-September. That's when we'll really see how it stacks up before it lands on October 14th on PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. I'm really excited for this game. I'm not going to lie. Like, this might be... I do oval racing in iRacing, but this might be way more up my street. So let me know if you want it to go more pure sim, or given where iRacing exists, if you're happy with it being more accessible. Now, Genki is bringing back the midnight highway battles in style because Tokyo Xtreme Racer finally hits 1.0 this September, and they've teased 3 fresh new cars: Lexus RCF Track, Nissan Fairlady, and the Toyota GR Yaris. So definitely a Japanese slant there. And it's still in Steam Early Access for now, but console versions are on the cards too, and that's when this franchise could really blow up again. I'm personally, again, really excited for that game. It's looking like a good time for sim racing and kind of like arcade casual racing as well. Now, it took a week, but Assetto Corsa Competition's game-breaking steering bug on the Xbox is finally fixed. So the 2024 GT World Challenge update landed on console last week. I know it's 2025 now. But on Xbox, it basically turned every steering wheel into nothing more. Well, basically, you'd have more luck steering with Forza Motorsport 7. Now, although a fix was eventually released, many of the community were less than impressed with the speed or lack of its implementation. So, is this a worrying sign of Kunos being too stretched, or is it a good sign they responded quickly? I don't know. Automobilista 2 is one of the most feature-packed sims out there, but its DLC store is a complete mess. That's finally changing. Riser Studios is streamlining the whole thing by delisting 11 old redundant DLC packs. Hold up, it's not as bad as it sounds. Like the 2023 season pass, which has Hockenheim Spa, Monza Silverstone, and Racing USA. But like I said, don't panic. If you already own them, like I do for a lot of them, nothing changes. But for new buyers, they're gone and replaced by cleaner all-in-one bundles, like the Premium Track Pack and the IMSA bundle. So the goal is to stop the confusion, cut the clutter, and make it way easier to buy exactly what you want. Some price on the big packs also coming down, making AMS2's mountain of content far more tempting to jump into. So after the debacle really with the IMSA bundle early this year, which I think we covered, where players bought it but didn't get all the IMSA cars till later, it feels like this cleanup is long overdue. So I'm happy for that. I think it's a really sensible thing. Now a little bonus if you made it this far, so make sure you're subscribed. I've developed a sim racing game. Yes, it's true. If you go to the link in the description, which is basically sim racing discounts, and the game is Sim Racing Tycoon, it's a tycoon game where you have to manage your own sim racing shop, and it's got full automation. You hire staff, you fulfill orders. I want your feedback. It's a lot better on desktop, or if you're on mobile, do it landscape, but desktop is the best. I think it's pretty good. I was playing it over the weekend, and I was spending a long time on it. So let me know what you think about that. All your feedback is really helpful. And if you want to help with it, let me know as well. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you for episode 67.